The Favorite is the newest film from the idiosyncratic but acclaimed Greek director Yorgos Lanthimos. His 2009 film Dogtooth got great reviews and was nominated for an Oscar, but he really broke through internationally with his English-language films, starting in 2015 with The Lobster and 2017's The Killing of a Sacred Deer. The Favorite just might be his best work yet, and it's much different from his previous movies as it's a period piece set in early 18th century Britain and centered on Queen Anne. However, this film is far from your typical costume drama on many fronts. One of the main ways The Favorite sets itself apart is in its visual flair. So many historical films are shot in a relatively bland, inoffensive way, but that definitely doesn't describe Lanthimos' film. The cinematography here from DP Robbie Ryan is undeniably a highlight, as the film is full of beautiful wide-angle lens shots that distort the image and allow us to see the whole environment or room at once. There's also some interesting use of sweeping pans, and most of the film is lit either naturally or practically with candlelight. The editing is also excellent, and there are quite a few dissolves used throughout, culminating in a striking triple exposure that gives us one of the coolest cinematic images in recent memory. The dialogue is yet another aspect that sets this apart from your typical period piece. It's far from dry, full of wit, and at times feels somewhat contemporary. There are also anachronisms like absurd modern dancing that had me chuckling in the theater. The Favorite is much more humorous than one might expect, and it often plays out as a comedy. It's certainly not as dark as Lanthimos' previous film, The Killing of a Sacred Deer. The Favorite is clearly not intended as a history lesson, and while politics are mentioned, they are only a backdrop and not the focus. The production design, costumes, and makeup are all top-notch and help The Favorite feel like a real, vibrant, fleshed-out world. The characters are all very interesting and far from cliché. They are flawed but sympathetic, and there are no clear good guys or bad guys. These characters are brilliantly realized by some great performances, especially by the main trio of actresses, Olivia Colman, Rachel Weisz, and Emma Stone. Of those three, only Stone is not British, but her accent was quite good to my American ears. The actors show much more emotion than the usual Lanthimos film, as his performers often utilize a very deadpan style. The Favorite is paced well. It's not a super fast-moving film, but there are no boring parts either. This film is hardly for everyone, but I think fans of the director will certainly enjoy it. It's easily one of the best of 2018. The critical reception so far has been fantastic, and The Favorite has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 91 on Metacritic, and was picked as one of AFI's Movies of the Year. It won several British Independent Film Awards and was nominated for 5 Golden Globes, including Best Picture in the musical or comedy section. The Favorite's also sure to get many Oscar nominations, including major categories like Best Picture, Best Director, Actress, and Cinematography. We'll probably see both Weisz and Stone get nods for supporting actress and nominations in technical categories like production design, costume, and editing. So far, The Favorite has made over $3 million at the box office. That's all for this review. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for listening.